Hi everyone, Robert here, and as we talked about in the last video, I had some equipment coming in and it arrived today. I got my 16 port switch and the Lenovo Thinkcentre computer. Hopefully, right now all I have is boxes. I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to wait and do that with y'all so you could take a peek at what I got. They came Fedex today, so I have them sitting here next to me, and I'm going to move the camera over and open the boxes up so you can take a look at it. And I hope you brought your coffee. You've got to have your coffee. I'll just, when I get off work, that's the first thing I want to do is sit down and have me a nice cup of coffee, and so I thought I would go ahead and do a video while I was doing that. So let me get the camera moved over here, and we'll focus on the boxes and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so here's the boxes, and I'm going to come over here and cut into this one first. This is should be the switch, obviously, because it's smaller, and I know the computer's not that small. So let me get my trusty slice and dicer here, and we'll see if we can't get into this. It's got a good bit of weight to it. It's pretty heavy, so that's a good sign of a good piece of equipment. It's got some weight to it. Let's see here. Okay, and it did come in the Dell box, but I believe this is refurbished equipment. So we'll cut her open here and see what goodies await. Alright, nice packing. Okay, there's the looks like owner's manual, and possibly there's a disc of some sort in there, probably drivers or something. Don't know I've ever used drivers on a switch, but and then got the standard power cable there, and let's see underneath. Okay, we got the COM cable there, so we can connect console. Got the console cable. This has a console port on it, so that's handy to have. And let's see what else. We're supposed to have mounts in here as well. Okay, there's part of it. That is the little fasteners and the thumb screws for a rack mount in that package. And here we go. Here's the mounts. Actually came with two different size mounts. Have the little short ones, which is probably what I'm going to use, because I'm going to be mounting this to the underside of a shelf. So we've got two little short mounts there, and then they also sent the long extension ears, so you could fasten it into a full-size rack, I would imagine. So we'll put those up there. And look here, there's even two more. Looks like I got, yeah, these look the same. It looks like I got two pair of these ears here, so wow. Got four of those. So now for the switch. Let's take a look here at this beauty. Nice. Looks brand new. At the Dell 16 port, Dell Powerconnect. See if you can see that there, the 2816. And it's got the 16 ports, a little button there to switch between managed and unmanaged mode. I'll be running it in managed mode. And then power outlet there, and there's for your console cable, so you can connect directly to the switch. And that's really about it for the switch. Not a whole lot to it. Nice flat black finish. Looks almost just like my 2708, except the 2708 is more of a gray color, I believe. It's in the closet there. I can't see it from here, but I'll tell you a story here. I actually had gone to Best Buy just a few minutes ago because I was going to get an extension cable for my headset and for the camera, so I could bring all that into the closet, the network closet, so you could see what was going on in there. And I'll figure that out before we actually go in there and start hooking stuff up. But I found a 2.0 cable, a female to male USB cable, and they wanted $29.99 for that cable, and it was 12 foot. So I thought, well, golly, that's a third of what I paid for the switch. So definitely didn't want to fork out that kind of money for a little measly 12 foot cable, just an extension cable at that. So I'll be doing some eBay shopping for a couple of those at a later time. Probably get them for about $5 on there, so not a bad deal. But next, let's go ahead and open up the box here that has the computer in it that I'm going to build another router out of, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we can go ahead and get this stuff put up here and out of the way so we can take a look at the computer. I'll be getting into this pretty soon, so I'm not going to pack it up too well, but just wanted us to take a look at it. So let me set this down here, and then I'll scoot this one over and we'll bust into it. I'll show you the little Lenovo computer I bought to make my other router out of. If I can get into it. Here we go. Okay. And there's another power cable. Always good to see those. Gotta have your power cables. I hate it when they send stuff without them. And this one looks to be packed pretty well too. Looks like somebody used some packing tape rolls to wedge out the sides with, but whatever works, right? Okay, so let me get this out of the way here and see if I can figure out how they tape this all together. Maybe if I just go down the side here and attacked to pieces. It'll kill you. Okay. Whee! Ha ha ha! We almost had a major accident, didn't we? Or I did for sure. Y'all would have had a nice laugh about that one, I bet. Okay. I like to kind of salvage the bubble wrap best I can because I may need to use it for something later, so I'll try to. That's a pretty nice box that was sent in too, so I'll try to scavenge that as well. I'll try not to let anything go to waste. Looks like they just continued to roll this up. Exciting, isn't it? The anticipation is killing everyone. Okay, we're almost there. And y'all probably seen these before. Of course, I've got one just like it in the network closet right now, but that's that's the gist of it. The Lenovo Thinkcentre. It's the 6072-BVU is the model number, and I believe this is one of the I think they call it a M57P or something like that, but it has the DVD drive, and that's about it for the front. A couple of USB ports and the mic and the headphone jack, and then on the back it just has of course the power outlet, and it's got the LPT, the printer port, and the VGA, and the console. It's got 6 USBs 2.0. It's got an eSATA and then the gigabit Ethernet port. And the good thing about these is you can put in an add-in card, which I'm going to be putting in some for Ethernet in these. So let's take a look inside. Just real easy to pop open. Okay, so this has got the quick release hard drive. Just pops out real easy. Got the SATA ports on board there. It's got 4 gigs of RAM. This guy here should just lean back. Yeah, there we go. And then you can see the fan up front here. And let's just check these RAM sticks here. Make sure it is what it said it was. Yeah, we got a 1 gig stick here. So these should all be 1 gig sticks. That's what the gentleman told me when I talked to him through messaging. He said it had 4 1 gig sticks in it. So when we get it booted up, we'll test the BIOS and we'll take a look at that. But it's got a 80 gigabyte Barracuda 7200 RPM drive in it, so that's a good hard drive. But this ought to make a pretty good little machine for a router. I've got a couple of options for Ethernet to add in a card. I think that this will hold a full-size card. I could be wrong about that. It may need the adapter to make it half height, but yeah, it's going to need the low profile adapter. But I happen to have one of those right here, so I can just swap this out on this card, and then that guy will pop right in there, and I'll have 2 ports, which is really all I need, because I'm just going to put this as the main gateway router on the edge of the network, so it's only going to have 2 ports, one coming in from the modem, and it'll have one more that's going out to the first switch that's going to go to the DMZ zone. So, and then I'll have another router coming off of that going to the internal LAN. So, and it's got 3 ports on it, which is good because I'll use one of those ports for my internal LAN, and then I'll run a separate subnet for my work computer, so it still will be divided from the network, from my personal network. But that should just sit down like that. It just closes right up, snaps right together. But it's a pretty clean looking little computer. Looks like it's in in good shape. It's got a dual core, actually a Core 2 Duo, a 2.33 gigahertz processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and the 80 gig hard drive, so that's going to make a monster router. Put another gigabit Ethernet card in it and it'll be good to go. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my goodies that came in today. It was the 2 items I've been waiting on so I can get started on my DMZ zone there in the network closet. And next video I will probably go into. Next video I'm going to go ahead and get this machine, this computer here, installed with Ubuntu server, and go ahead and get it set up as a router with webmin and all that good stuff on it, just like the video that I did, and get it ready for my edge as my edge router. So, and then it should be as easy enough as just taking my current router machine and changing the DNS forwarding to shoot to this machine, and then everything else behind it should stay the same. I shouldn't have to do much configuring. I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do the DNS yet, so if I'm going to do a split zones on that, split DNS, or how I'm going to do that just yet, but I'll probably keep the same internal domain, which is also a domain for the website, so I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do that exactly. But anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing what I got in today, and look forward to the next video, because we're going to be creating another Linux router, so that should be pretty interesting. But we're going to do it on a hardware box this time instead of in a virtual machine, so it'll be bare metal, and hopefully it'll come out just like the one I'm already using there in the closet. Should go smoothly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this one, and give me a thumbs up if you're excited to see the next one, and don't forget to subscribe, and as always, don't forget the coffee. So until next time, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.